Goldfish Brain's about to be tested. When I was going through this list, which huge thank you to Vert for creating the completed games list. Like, if you guys don't know, Vert also does the, like, when you guys click on the exclamation mark finished games, the man does it all. Like, incredible organization of the games. But on top of it, he made a special list for the shirt, like the anniversary shirt that you guys see. But then also I was able to use it for the tier maker. And going back through these, I forgot I even played some of these games. So I enjoy the full Goldfish Brain in effect, okay? Full Goldfish Brain. I'm gonna click on these. We're just gonna do some lo-fi in the background. I don't even go here. I didn't even go here. Okay. Set the mood. All right, I have to walk my dog's beer review. Okay, Buckley, have a good one. Ah! Yeah, we'll probably do this. This will probably be about an hour. I'm trying to make it an hour. Guys, there's a lot of games. Gotta hit the road, Fabulous. Auntie, have a good one. Thank you so much for hanging around. Okay, I hope that this tastes good, y'all. This better be good. Ziggy. Oh my gosh. Ziggy, welcome back in. Thank you so much for 40 total months. And it's tier 3 as well. No, my taco fell out. No. I don't even think there's any meat in there anymore. No. I'm still gonna eat it. For the record, we're still eating it. We're still eating it. There might not be any toppings left to it, but... Okay. Everything's like kind of partially open. I don't know how I feel about that. Everything's partially opened. There's such a sad looking taco. It's so skinny. What? It went from floppy pickle to floppy taco. That is true. It's not on the keyboard. That is a good point. Cold food and half the portion sizes. Yeah. Aries, what's up? Welcome back in. How's it going? Thank you so much. Also, rude uploading a video while streaming. Well, I could have not uploaded it. And if I'm not gonna have... No, YouTube and streaming are separate. I try not to upload them at the same time. What is this? It's like, what? Is this the Crunchy Gordita Crunch? Whatever, the Crunchy Gordita Crunch. I just have a question. What is the point of the external, like, it's basically a Crunchwrap Supreme. If you think about it, it is like a Crunchwrap Supreme, just less quesadilla-esque, you know? Why do you need a whole extra tortilla? The tortilla what? Get the full list of games visible? It's really hard for me to get the whole game. Okay. I can break it down a little. There we go. It's kind of hard for me to do the whole list. Let me go right there. There we go. I'm just trying to not have like overwhelming burning white lights in your face. So you'll see most of the games. You'll see like the pieces here and there. Loyal Freak, what's up? Welcome back in. Okay, so this is the best of it. There's no point to the external. Oh. Wait a minute. What? I've been missing out. Now that, okay. All right, don't make it weird, Kevin. Okay, guys, so should we start with the oldest game and test my memory for real? Yeah, I actually do like it. I do. It's not bad. Iron, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Smokey Joe, thank you so much for the 100 bits as well. How dare you doubt the culinary minds? The thing with Taco Bell, right? It's all the same. It's all the same. It's just in different, like, casings. You know what I mean? Describe the plot of Soma. All right, so like I was talking about, guys, if you guys have been here for just a few months or anything, like, there's a lot of phases that have happened through the course of 5 years, okay? There's a lot of things that have happened. And Iron, thank you so much for popping over from YouTube. Welcome in. If anybody's new here, we're doing a tier list of 5 years of games that I've completed on stream. If you've checked out the YouTube, that was kind of started back up about a year ago, but I have actually been creating content on Twitch for 5 years now. Almost 4 of them were part-time, with the latest year been full-time. We've completed a lot of games because I went full-time. Like, since going full-time, I think we completed a lot more games with that. The first 1.5 to 2 years of streaming, I pretty much just stuck to Souls games. So, I don't know. Let's start with, I think the first game and these are also the games that I've only completed. Okay, so like these are not all the games that I've started, so you don't see like Spider-Man because I never finished it. I think it's a total of 86 games. If I had to summarize the plot of Soma, I would say Space, the Final Frontier. Space, the Final Frontier. Yeah, Outer Worlds we didn't finish. Yeah, we didn't finish Outer Worlds. Phil, what the heck? You already gave so much. Fell the Spark, welcome in. I know, and look, like, oh shoot, this is hot sauce. They didn't give mild. I said mild. Yeah, let me set the base for what we're talking about here. Phil, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. And anybody that's gotten a gifted sub today, please give whoever it was a big thank you. I started Horizon, I never finished it. So you're gonna see a lot of games that maybe you found me through, but you never saw me actually finish it. And like you just said, like you wish you found the channel earlier. I have loved every single moment streaming, but I will say that my appreciation for gaming, and I think how you guys have come to enjoy watching me go through a game slowly, emotionally. My first 2.5 years streaming, I just didn't put myself out there emotionally and let you guys see how games really did affect me. And so in a lot of ways, I think it just, like, when I played through games during that time, it kind of went in one ear and right out the other. There were a lot of things going on in my life, a lot of changes. There's so many different things happening, but every single moment along the way, I've loved every single second of streaming. I think that my enjoyment of it has increased tenfold as I've gotten older. I think I've learned that anything that can like give me more joy and that childlike feeling of just utter happiness, I cling to that. I love the escapism. And so in a lot of ways, the last 2 years have been, I think, some of what I would consider my favorite playthroughs, because I've just looked at games in a lot different of a way. So if you feel like you've missed out on a whole lot, there's always the archive channel. You can always catch back up that way. But I promise, I think that you guys are seeing the best. Like, personally, I always strive to do better, whether it's playing a game better or completing more. It's not necessarily completing more games. It's always quality over quantity. But I try to hold myself to continuing to get better as a gamer. And I think my last 2 years have been my favorite years, my best years playing these games. So, Loyal Freak, you found through God of War Ragnarok on YouTube. Yep, we played all these games. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna lay out the groundwork. Guys, without further ado, where is it? I wish there was something lower than D, because I don't think that Quarry even deserves to be on this list at all, okay? But let's just lay the groundwork. D, Quarry. Quarry. Graham, Jelfer, Ave, Sal's, guys, thanks for the follows. Welcome in. I have a burning hatred for Quarry. I do. Look, let's talk about Quarry for a second. Did I give it a 6.5 out of 10 on my, yeah. You can add tiers. Oh, you move it up like that. Oh, I can add, you mean I can add more tiers than, that's fine. No, S, A, B, and C, and D are fine. It's fine. I guess maybe, maybe I should have. No, I'm okay with this. This will be fine. Yeah, so horrible dialogue. Just cringy, like, and these are all my own personal feelings. I totally understand that a lot of people love these games. Same thing with Gone Home. I just disliked it for very personal reasons. That I think a lot of people would disagree with or something like that. But for me, it just was not a top tier game. A lot of games that you're gonna see lower on the list are because I somehow, I think I expected we should add a trash bag tier. Myself, welcome in, by the way. I think that where you see me have the most enjoyment in games is if I have zero expectations. Where you see me hate games or dislike it a little bit or be more critical of a game is if I go in getting hype for something, building up this unforeseen expectation, and then it doesn't get met, and then I'm like, oh, I hated it. But after coming off of Until Dawn, my first experience with these creators, I expected so much from the quarry. And also, if you're gonna throw around the verbiage spiritual successor, I'm gonna hold it to that, you know? I'm gonna hold it to that. So Until Dawn, where are you? Until Dawn was phenomenal. It was so good. It was so good. Actually, there's a few. We can actually start with that series. Yeah, that's a good way to do this. Are the shooters for the campaign? They're for the campaign. So my 2 shooters I did for I did 2 Veterans Day charity streams. Over the course of the last 5 years, we raised just under 20,000 for Paws and Stripes between 2 charity streams. And both of those I had played whatever campaign had just recently come out. So that's why you see the Call of Duty, yeah. Okay, so bottom left, Until Dawn. I'm gonna say like an A game, right? I think I struggle to give S tier is gonna be like the best of the best, the bee's knees. I'm trying to even think what I would put in the bee's knees category. Witcher's a great example. Witcher, top tier, like game changing, usurped Fable as my all-time favorite game. I'll always meme that Fable is my favorite game, but Witcher 3, timeless, classic, great combat, amazing story. I'm in tears. Hold them to it as it should be because people used the type of vernacular. Exactly. Hold on, wait. People using that type of vernacular mean to invoke something very specific. Yeah. I think also when you play into, oh, it's very similar to Until Dawn or it's a spiritual successor, you just naturally are setting people up for, I personally think, just a little bit of disappointment. But it's funny, I think I'm finally back in this part where I used to, when I was playing games, I enjoyed them so much more when I was younger. And then I started still enjoying it. It was like the glue that stuck me to a lot of friends and family. And then now it's like flip-flopped. Now games are what bring me so much joy. So I feel like I'm kind of back like a child a little bit, where games bring me that same amount of joy that they did back then. Do you see what I see? All right, Gone Home. It's going down. It's going down. Yeah, I stepped out and Quarry got burned. Nevion. Quarry, it was a lot to do with the dialogue. I think it was a lot to do with the dialogue. Funny enough, I actually played Quarry for my 4-year anniversary stream, so that also added to the disappointment, trust me. I think that when, I do want to start with saying that all these games, my enjoyment of them actually are greatly impacted by what's going on in my life personally. And while I don't always share that kind of stuff with you guys, I think you guys can probably really relate to this. When you're going through a hard time, sometimes either games can fully take you out of it, but they can still be a reminder of what you were going through in that moment. And so that's how I some games just unfortunately happen, or I played them maybe at a less enjoyable time or maybe more difficult time in my life. And so sometimes games get done dirty in that way. So Quarry, having to stream it for 12 hours back to back, just playing it in one sitting, probably didn't do it any favors either, but these are going to be all based on my sole experience of it. Okay. I'm surprised you didn't create an F tier for Quarry. I didn't realize I could do other tiers. I would have if I realized. All right, we're moving on from these two. Let's actually stick within the, remind me what these creators' names are. What are these creators? The people who did Quarry, Until Dawn, House of Ashes. Supermassive. Oh my god, it's hot. I don't do the hot sauce. 12, thank you for the follow, welcome in. The scary vibe disappeared. I also didn't like their portrayal of like werewolves and everything. I don't know. House of Ashes. It didn't do it for me, guys. I'm gonna give that a C rating. I'm gonna give House of Ashes a C rating. I also think that it was like Aliens. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't good. This is my specific tier list. This is my specific tier list row. But it's called tiermaker.com, and you can make your own, or you can go and find other pre-made tier lists. Yeah. Alien is better than? Well, what do you mean? Yeah, there's so many werewolf movies, and people always get them wrong. Why is Halo not on the list? Because, you know, we haven't finished it. They look like Wendigos to me. Do I have any? Wait a minute. This list isn't right. This list is missing. Wait. No. It's in here. I know it's in here, actually. I definitely added it. Little Hope? Was it Little Hope? They did another one that I completed on stream, right? Do you see Little Hope anywhere? Am I second row to the right side? Oh, wow. Okay, it's so hard to see. The skulls. I liked Little Hope. It wasn't up there with Until Dawn. And here's the thing with all of those, I just don't think they hold a candle to Until Dawn. But I love the premise. I love, like, the is it the Collector? Is the Collector the name in those? Dresky, thank you so much and welcome back in. Thank you, Prawn. Try playing Minesweeper, so you can put it on S tier. Witcher's the golden standard for that one, guys. Yes, I played Bendy. Yeah, for 12 games of Christmas last year. Yeah, I'll tell you guys when I played these two. House of Ashes, I played the year it came out, right after it came out, because I was on such a high from Until Dawn. And then Little Hope, I loved Little Hope. Didn't care for Man of Medan too much. I didn't finish that on stream, so that's why you're not seeing it. I did not like what they actually had people in there trying to help them as well. And that you got to know them so fast. Yeah. Boss Sauce, it's so good to see you again, by the way. Welcome back in. Haven't played it, still should be in S tier. It's not how this works, Ryan. Keep calm and recline, Ped, and also F. Guys, thanks for the follow. Sup as well. Guys, welcome in. Maggie's super busy keeping up with 100 things. Can a mod answer me? Oh, Boots, welcome back in, by the way. Andrew, Aliens, it's like fake vamps. Okay, I saw that part. Man of Medan. So the Curator, it was the Curator. Greno, thank you. Yeah, so all of these had the Curator. And we haven't played the 4th game, though. So maybe this, oh gosh, we should play it. How did you guys like their most recent one without spoilers? I haven't played, what was their most recent one? Dead or Alive? No. Oh, what was it? That's so good. Devil in Me. Fat Batman, what's up? Welcome back in. Devil in Me. So I haven't played that yet. I heard it was bad. Do you think that it... Oh, gosh. What do you think is up with that? Do you think that we as like consumers just have too high of expectations after you produce something stellar like Until Dawn? Like what happens? I don't know. I still enjoy, because I also like, I'm not very hypercritical of games. This is as critical of games as you'll ever see me. But like, they're just a lot worse than Until Dawn. Until Dawn was very unique at the time too. And I think it felt original. And then once you start to recreate similar things using a similar template, maybe it doesn't hit the same way. I've been unable to find streams or vids I really enjoy till I was showing your YouTube. Wait, Luna, I'm so glad you're enjoying the YouTube channel, and I hope you're enjoying the stream as well. This is such a different thing than I normally do. Devil in Me was okay. It's about a real life event, Devil in Me. It's based off of the events of the guy who had the horror hotel. What was his name? H.H. Holmes? No, not H.H. Holmes. Was very short development times. Usually, that's another big thing too, right? I think it wouldn't be so bad if you just told consumers, look, the average game is gonna take like 5 to 6 years to come out. The downside with that is obviously, if you're a lover of games, I think as life goes on, it's not like your enjoyment for it dwindles, but your time dwindles. Like things like you start getting busier and busier, I feel like, as you get older. And so sometimes you can lose the momentum. I actually, perfect example of that, Avatar 2. I started watching Avatar 2 and I found myself just not really interested in the story because it had been so long since the first one. I don't know if anybody else felt that way, but I don't need them to strike while the iron's hot. But I think there's just like at a point where I personally just have grown past something, or I don't know. Yeah, I know. I just it didn't hit with me like the original one did. I loved the first one, but what was it, 10 years ago? Each anthology was made in a shorter period. When Until Dawn released, it was more of a unique premise. Yes. Also, when you keep telling that there's going to be chapters, you get people excited, and the thing is, right? Does it matter? Does it even matter? Because people are going to buy them. You know what I mean? Like if you want to try it, you're going to buy it. Until Dawn was a friend story. Then the Wendigos took over. All the others were like big mysterious things, main, and yeah, it was H.H. Holmes. Imagine having to make a choose your own adventure game with all the yes, yeah. Well, and also, I mean, I don't blame people for, I think it can be so difficult to create a game now that is unique because there's so many games out there. But it's kind of like stories, right? There's always unique books being created. Gamers would accept that. Investors, though, nope. Oh, good point. Gamers would, but investors, I never think about it from an investor standpoint. Yeah. Novice, hello. Didn't care for the second one. I was hype was, yeah, the hype was already gone. Yeah, I think avatars are all overrated. There were some Sherlock Holmes that I didn't know. I don't know if you've seen them. Wait, no, the games? Are you talking about the Sherlock Holmes games? No, but I've seen a few of Gab's playthroughs of them. So I've seen them before. I've seen like other people do them, but that's like the only game I've seen other people really do. Avatar 2 was a letdown for me. The battle at the end. So I haven't finished it. I only watched about 45 minutes and then I fell asleep. Are we shocked? Until Dawn burst out of the gate trying to make a name for themselves, and the later games were indicative of them having more comfort in their development space. That's true though, and also if you start out the gate with something so strong, it can be intimidating. There's a lot of pressure from all sides, I think, in that standpoint. Tay, Francis, and Moritz, guys, thanks for the follows. Welcome in. The writing is just bad lately for Supermassive games. They need to hire someone else, and the quality will go up significantly. Yeah, do they have the same writers for all of them? I wonder if they just need a little bit of a different voice going on there too. I put in Avatar 2 and I didn't stay up finishing it. Yeah, that was basically what happened, is I just fell asleep. But I'm also like, I love movies. I think I love a lot of movies that are tied to my youth, if that makes sense. Like, and I think that's why I cling to Lord of the Rings so strongly. Okay. I'm trying to think of another S. I'm gonna hold off on Vampire. This will be a non-meme, okay? This will be a non-meme. Gosh. How I rate games is so differently. I hate this. Fallout New Vegas. S. Did you say reported? Matt, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. I also feel like I need to mention that I enjoy just about every game I play, and honestly, most of them will end up in S. I need to be ruthless though. I need to be ruthless. It's just a strong movie franchise, yes. Good point, Hunter. It was long though, impossible to make movies good enough to do justice to the literature. That was like kind of an exception to it. I mean, the books are really good though. Sometimes I feel like books are just, for me, I think I enjoy consuming it more than movies because I like having to test my imagination and like visualizing things in my head. I like that part. Don't you dare. Okay, I'm gonna explain these. Okay, so Fallout New Vegas, this will also kind of tell you guys a little bit about, I think, my story as like streaming in general. Fallout New Vegas was the second open world game the third open world. So 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago at this point, Books, they exist. I think 2 years ago I started with Red Dead 2, and I really hadn't played a lot of open world RPGs on stream, or let alone completed them. And I played Fallout New Vegas after playing Elden Ring. Which Elden Ring, can you please stand up? Where are you? I will always have a special place in my heart for Souls games because I did start out streaming Souls games. And I got addicted to that feeling of victory. I got addicted to the struggle, which is why the number one way, like the only time I think you guys have really ever seen me mad at chat in the first place is when I feel like I'm being spoiled, particularly for a boss fight, because I feel like I'm getting robbed of that unique experience that maybe other people don't like. Maybe you don't like seeing somebody struggle. I love that feeling. Like, there is nothing quite like the feeling when it clicks in your head that you have a boss ability down and you know how to like swerve it or skirt it or whatever. So that's like the only thing that really bothers me in my stream is when people spoil boss fights, specifically. Like, spoilers in general are annoying, but specifically boss fights. I just love that feeling. I will say that Elden Ring is going to be the golden standard for me. I don't like comparing it to Dark Souls 1, 2, or 3. Because I think those are all amazing games. Is Witcher 3 or S? No. I'm gonna order these in both ways. I'm just gonna put them into the categories and then we'll move them up. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we'll order them in. Let me start by putting them where they are and then we'll move them within the category. You know what I mean? Yeah. Have I actually played Call of Duty? First of all, I used to actually play multiplayer and I grew up playing COD. Just want to say, I did play the campaigns on stream specifically for veteran charity streams that I ran my first and second year of streaming. I ordered all this food and I'm just not hungry. Witcher 3 should definitely be a top S. We'll see. I will try to explain all of these to you guys as well. You get mad at spoils. I've only like popped my gasket once with you guys and it was, no, there's been a few times, but it was definitely the Star Wars most recently with Ravis fight. Yeah. I remember you really got mad streaming God of War 3. I wasn't the one who spoiled it. Oh yeah, somebody spoiled a boss fight, which I get it. I wasn't figuring it out. Newsflash, I'm not perfect at gaming. Like, oh my gosh, the secret's out. I know, the secret's out. But I think it's just, I don't like when people take an experience from you. I just don't like when people take that first time experience from you. I feel like it's incredibly disrespectful to the person because a lot of times you end up coming to watch somebody stream and experience a game for the first time because you want even an ounce of that feeling back. So I just don't understand it. During the Ravis battle? Ravis battle was different. That wasn't really spoilers as much as just somebody just there's a difference between banter and just being an asshole. You know, like it took me 17 attempts to beat Ravis. That is probably top 10% of people beating Ravis. Most people take way more attempts than that. And somehow that just wasn't good enough. Like if I don't beat something on the first go, then it's not good enough. You'll never get that experience back once it's spoiled. Yeah. What? Not one-shotting every single boss? Look, I do feel like I've gotten a little bit better at some of these games. Carrix and Next Gen, guys, thanks for the follows. Welcome in as well. You must be aware of this important rule. Oh, is that true? I'd look at it more as a community. Tight-knit community. Only watch streamers that what? What is this? I only watch streamers who broadcast perfection. Goodbye. Also, I find it so interesting too if that's what you expect, because I don't want to see somebody be perfect because Lord knows I'm not. So I actually, like, my favorite thing is when you guys admit that you struggle with a boss or something too, because I feel like that's what like bonds us together, is our both struggle over the same boss. Or I don't know, it's nice to feel like you weren't alone in struggling with something, you know? It's nice to normalize that. As I've gotten older, I stay away from trailers or spoilers for something I'm really gonna enjoy. Yeah, Iro, I actually avoid a lot of trailers for games as well. Last of Us, huge case of that. I shouldn't have watched the Last of Us 2 trailer, to be honest. Sumo, what's up? Welcome in. Yeah, we're doing story game tier list. These are all the games I've ever completed on stream with you guys. What? I know. Wait, I saw that. What's his name? And the secret Jedi dad that you were gonna face? And what's his name? It's fun to watch somebody. Yeah, I mean, like, if you think about it, I always talk about this, but it's incredibly vulnerable to play games on stream because it's not just playing a game for somebody. You're actually allowing them to see into your like innermost thought process and how you solve puzzles and how you critically think, or your lack of critical thinking or my overthinking. It is actually a very intimate thing. At least that's how I've come to look at it as I've gotten older. First time being in a stream, people saying that Final Fantasy 16, what? Could be the game of the year. Okay, so I'm not playing the demo before, but I'm going to play the game when it comes out. I am going to play it when it comes out. Also, welcome in Cryptic as well. Nothing like forgetting you have an ability. Beating a boss and then remembering the move. Yes, Alex. And we see that all the time. You guys see me forget moves all the time. Like, I always am missing moves. I see Lakatron. What Elden Ring boss did you say the F-bomb for? Which boss do you think I said the F-bomb for? Let me hear this. Let me hear this. Which one did you guys think I said it for? Okay. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, this is so hard. FF16 looks so good. Mortuary's assistant. I wasn't that impressed with it. Do you guys feel like that's outlandish? D for Mortuary's assistant. It wasn't anything special. You know what I mean? I never started Hogwarts Legacy. I haven't started that yet. C at best. Yeah, J Dobbs. I was thinking C at best. I think the knowledge of thinking it was a spooky game scared me more than the actual scares. Sometimes, and I actually was talking about that when I was recording the horror game that I'm about to put out for YouTube. The memory of it being scary can sometimes be more scary than the actual game itself. Like the hype that you create or the terror you create in your brain of it. Both horror games are better than A tier and above. If I could give every game an S, I would, because you guys know I always try to cop out with a 9 out of 10 because I truly love every single game. All right, let's go Doom 2016. I played this maybe year 2. You can actually, in the 50 sub bomb, there's a clip of it. There's a clip of that. I know I should have thought of like doing clips, like showing one clip with each of these, but I hate looking at my old clips. So what I hate watching my old me. It's like when you hear your voice on a voicemail or something, when you hear your voice recording and you're like, that's how I sound. That's my voice. Vion, welcome back in. Thank you so much. I think Doom 2016, it was pretty good. It wasn't anything super memorable for me, but it's also a shooter, and I'm not a big shooter person. So for me, it's a B, at most an A. I think I'd give it like low A, high B, strong B. Yeah. Yeah. A simple game that ended up being just that. Yes, a simple game. Your overthinking is very relatable. I don't know if I am or anything. I've actually never gotten tested for anything. Although I always have you guys telling me that I'm a golden retriever, but if so, it's not something that I feel like impacts me too much. I think sometimes if I were to go to a therapist, they'd say I'm probably too self-aware and there's nothing for them to do for me. No, like all jokes aside, I think that overthinking is very natural. Some people are really good at just not overthinking things, but I've been like that my whole life. I think through every action and I try to be very meticulous with what I'm saying, or I have my complete other side where I just like blurb everything out. So I think when you guys see me on stream, it's a combination of both. Like memorizing all the questions and answers to Trivial Pursuit, genius questions for fun. Okay, I've not done that, but that's something my dad totally does. 100%. What did you think about Uncharted? Okay, we'll get to some of those. We will. So yeah, Doom, played it really early on. Also I see Gandhi, Mr. and Legendist, guys, thanks for the follows, and Chosen with the hydrate. I haven't played the OG Dead Space. Yeah. Okay. Let's stick with Souls. So I'm trying to take you guys like from my first streams to where we are now. Okay, so we're gonna try to go in a list. Reap and Tear and B. I know. Look, I really do mean it. I've enjoyed every single game I've played, but I'm trying to be more. And it also, I can tell you right now, any game I played in my first 3 years of streaming probably sits around B because I just didn't have the same focus on games that I did now. So it wasn't the game, it was me. You know, it's not you, it's me, okay? It's not you, it's me, Doom. I'm sorry. Panther, thank you for the follow. And Loyal Freak, thank you so much for the gifted sub to the channel and community. Thank you. Need another S too. Let me try to pull out another S. I'm gonna piss so many people off with this. I didn't really care for Titanfall 2 that much. It's a B at best for me. It's a B at best. I just, yeah. Another shooter, right? I think I just am not a big fan about shooters. Uh-huh. Yeah. I know. Also, when we play games for 12 games of Christmas, sometimes there is added pressure for me to complete the game because I want to win my bet. So for me, it's a lesson learned that when I play games for 12 games of Christmas, because I love that challenge with you guys, but I need to make sure that I'm playing games that maybe aren't total classics like Titanfall. I think I do want to stick with making them more indies. Not because I feel like those deserve less attention or anything like that, but I think that they're more digestible in short bursts. I think Titanfall should have been split into 2 streams, and I played it in 1 stream, and so I could feel myself fading, because I think we ended up doing a 7 or 8 hour stream to complete it. I can feel it fading around 5 hours. Like, that was the fade for me. Bloodborne, do Bloodborne. Okay, yeah, so let's stick with Souls games. Not a fan of shooters. Mass Effect series up next. We'll see. Where would you put League? League molded me, shaped me. I was born in the pain of ranked. I was born in it. League is probably S tier for me. Titanfall 2 was straight, and I think, but I think something else would have been better. Yeah, I think Titanfall 2 would have been great to play over the course of like 3 streams. All right, let's see. Guys, thank you for the follows, by the way. There's been a few new people. Welcome in. We're celebrating 5 years by ranking 86 games that I've played in the past 5 years, which I realize now, I feel like that's not a lot of games. Okay, Donut Country. Oh, wait, no, okay, so let me start back. My very first game after doing some multiplayer games when I first started streaming was Dark Souls 3. So Dark Souls 3, can you please stand up? Some of the images were hard to get, so I had to I had to save all of these to my computer, so I don't know where it is. Where is DS3? It doesn't, look at inside. You can see D. I've not played Ghost of Tsushima, Steven. I've not. No matter what you pick, chat will always be mad at your choices. Also true, I can never win with you guys, but I've learned after 5 years, you will never please everybody. You'll never be able to be liked by everybody. So it does not, just be yourself. Be you. Do you guys see it? Second row, 4th. Wow, Speedy, you're quick with that. Yep, there it is. Dark Souls 3. Let me talk about Dark Souls 3. Here's looking at you, Dark Souls 3. It is an amazing feeling. It sets you free. It's such a freeing feeling, but then you dip back every once in a while because you never can completely not care what people think of you. Especially for me, I care so much about what my friends and family think. Lucas, Oaktown, Sir Ludi, and a few people before that. Guys, thank you for the follows and welcome in. Are you genuine with these decisions or faking it? I'm genuine with these choices, but understand I give every game a 9 out of 10 because I love all of them. I'm trying to be more practical with answering how I felt when I played these games. So I talked about it. If you just popped in, a lot of these rankings are based on a lot of them were heavily impacted by I was going through, my first 3 years of streaming, there was a lot of stuff in the background that probably caused me to not really be fully invested in the games as I could have been. So I think some of these games got done dirty. I think this is a fair assessment. Elden Ring, S tier. Dark Souls 3, an A, okay? Absolute A. Dark Souls 3 was my first Souls game, and you always remember your first, okay? Might not be great, might not be good, but you will always remember your first, right? So Dark Souls 3, I've like copped out with that answer so many times and told you guys that that's my favorite Souls games. It's not my favorite. It just happens to be the first one that I felt pain and understood that I was now a masochist. Keep calm and recline. Welcome in, by the way. I'm also less judgmental. Wait. If I buy a game on sale, it feels easier to get my money's worth. That is, you know what too? If you know that you're gonna be hypercritical of something because you don't want to feel like you wasted money, then it is that's a really good like preventative measure for you to put on yourself to be like, okay, I know if I feel like I waste money, I'm gonna be more harsh on this, then let me just wait and get it on sale. Like, you know, I know there's some games, and also if you're so excited you want to get it right at release, then hopefully it lives up to the hype, hopefully. That's a really good point, Keep Calm. Absolutely love. Just trying to keep the rankings under an hour. How long has it been? I haven't even been eating. I've just been talking. It's kind of hard to rank and talk about games while eating. I didn't think this went through. DS1 is S. No, I should have added an F tier. I should have, actually. I know. I should have. Might not be great. You never know. You never know, Jason. No, I had a lot of fun with Dark Souls 3. I specifically remember somebody telling me that I'd never finished this game. And you guys, chat, if you've been here for even a second, you know I love to prove chat wrong. More importantly, it's not to a toxic level, but I love a little friendly competition, which is why we do the 12 games of Christmas. So I did not only beat Dark Souls 3, I beat it on SL1. And then I started to try to learn to speedrun it, and then I dipped out fast. I was like, bye. I like DS3 over Elden Ring. Elden Ring went down when you realized 90%. Whoop! When you realized 90% of the bosses and dungeons were a copy paste. So I didn't critique it like that. So a lot of these are also getting ranked by how I felt. You know, like how the game just made me feel. Yeah, I never actually looked at Elden Ring like that. I guess I really liked how vast it was. And that's why I'll never compare Elden Ring. When people ask me to like rank Elden Ring with the Souls games, I can't. It's like oranges and apples, you know? Like, you can't take how much content is in Elden Ring and compare it to Dark Souls 3. Bloodborne, S tier. I'm gonna give that an S tier. I love the aesthetic. I love how, I thought it was so unique. I love the bosses. I loved the gun. We actually have to finish BL4 on it. I often see spoilers accidentally. That's fair. Yeah, if you wait longer, it's easier to find spoilers, especially we talked about that with I'm trying to be more mindful with YouTube titles too. I'm really trying to be mindful that there's no spoilers. Obviously, I'm playing games that have been completed for many years, but you never know when somebody hasn't played it, so. 4 years since BL4 attempts, never forget. March 21st, 2019. That was a year after I started streaming. That was not even a year after I started streaming. I was doing BL4 on Bloodborne and beat her after 30 hours of it. It was a grind. I think I'll like Liza P. Yeah, I'm actually really excited to try that. No, I haven't, Jaxer. I'd really like to. February, welcome back in, or welcome in. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Bloodborne gets me into Souls games. But yeah, I think looking back on it, I'd probably recommend Bloodborne. Or now, where's Sekiro? Where's Sekiro? I loved Sekiro. I love Sekiro. I'm a parry girl. Erdy, Mass Effect hasn't made the list yet. Erdy, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs to the channel and community. I'm sure there's gonna be some kind of quirky complain about Mass Effect here in a second, but thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Anybody that's gotten a gifted sub, by the way, please give the person a big thank you, and I hope you enjoy the sub and the emotes. Sekiro, S tier, for sure. Chat today is asking more demos than games. You guys are asking for more demos than games. That's a good point. Should make your square bigger. For the the background? Well, you gotta show all that. Trust me, S tier is gonna fill up fast, so I can't cover too much of it. I streamed Batman Arkham Asylum. Actually, really great point. I wasn't planning on it, but I'm sure I could work one in if you wanted. It is your Annie after all. Ernie, thank you for the 1,000 bits. No, I've not tried Wulong. We've not tried Wulong. I'm a big parry girl. I love that ability. It's just that feeling where you like, I don't know, it's not enough to just stab somebody. It's like, you gotta, like, I feel like parrying the boss or the, obviously in game, let's say. But like, when you parry a character too, or a boss or something, late. Thank you for the raid, guys, welcome in. It's like adding insult to injury. You know what I mean? Late TBC. Thank you so much for the raid, guys. Welcome in. What were you just playing? You've caught us in the middle. We're not doing a game right now. I know, we're not playing a game right now. Not in game. Oh, not in game. Like in Legend of Zelda. Yeah. Were you playing Dragon Age? The sound effect. Dash, bash, clap, welcome in. Lay, welcome in. And please let me know what you're playing. We are celebrating 5 years on Twitch with a tier maker of the 86 games I've ever completed on stream. I've played a lot more games, I just haven't completed a lot. Yeah, Batman is on my list. I played it. I played the first one. Oh, playing WoW. TBC. Wait. Playing WoW. Wow. World of Warcraft. I've never played World of Warcraft, so I do not know, but just thank you so much for raiding and welcome in, guys. I see Noel Detective. Noel, thank you so much for the 13 months of continual support as well. Or it needs to go to A. Okay, well, hold on. We're taking it back. Also, if you have to raid a dash, I totally understand. Thank you so much for bringing your community over here. So going back down the list, so these were 2 games. Where is Dark Souls 1? Where are you? It was right by Dark Souls 2. It's an A. I've loved every single Souls game, but these 3 particularly stood out to me. I know. It wasn't my first game I played though, so it's not really an S tier for me. I think if I had started with it, it would have been an S tier. But it was like the 3rd or 4th game I played. I know. Again, if I had started with Dark Souls 1, I probably would have made it an S tier. When we're talking about this too, remember, I've never really played a lot of these games right when they came out on release. So I didn't have like building up hype to any of these. I just kind of like threw myself into them. I know, Ollie Trips. I know. Hoob, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Oh man, I mean, okay. Red Dead 2 S tier. I think we can all, the only reason you wouldn't put this in S tier is if you just don't like the Wild Wild West, baby. But look at Michael, look at me, look at Michael. Yeah. Look, this is the Wild Wild West right here, right here. We start with Country Roads Take Me Home every single stream. 100% S tier. I'm starting to realize a pattern though. I'm actually starting to realize that a lot of open world RPGs hit S tier for me. So maybe I am a content hoe. Maybe like I like a lot of open world and I like a lot of side missions. We know I like my side missions. We know I love side missions. Oh yeah. Hunter. I'm sure 1300 would disagree with you on the A tier for this. Yeah, but understand that like this is my personal like list. This is based off of way more than I could even vocalize to why it places where it places, you know? J-Dobbs. 3, what's up? Welcome back in. I found your stream right when you started RDR2. RDR2 and beyond, I think I'm starting to...
The natural world is the greatest source of excitement. The second being Maggie. In her natural habit of paying particular attention to the side quests of this adventure.
That's fair. Oh man. You didn't miss the pickle reaction. You haven't. Aries, thank you. See, I would put all of these in S tier. That's why I'm trying so hard to be like, I'm a God of War girly. I am a sucker for Kratos. It's not the muscles. It's not the baldness. It's just, his story is one of the most beautiful stories that I've gotten to experience from what they started with. I think it's one of the few series that I feel like continued to get better as it went along. Tell me, tell me it has not gotten better as it's gone along. It might be his voice. Also, I think it's like something about, it's that quiet demeanor where like when he talks, you listen, but he's not particularly verbose. I talk enough for both of us. I don't need him to talk a lot either. I just like the quiet brooding type. Oh, speaking of tall and brooding men, where's Chris Redfield? Where's RE7? Where's RE7? Where's RE7? One of my absolute favorite horror games. RE7 hands down S tier. Next question. His story is incredible. Yes, yes. I mean, I also try to think of which games invoked just raw emotion from me. Not just crying, but feeling connected to a character is a really... That's why actually, apart from Bloodborne and Sekiro and Elden Ring, every single one of these other S tiers, I felt connected to the character. Maybe not so much Fallout. Maybe not so much Fallout New Vegas. But Witcher, Arthur Morgan, Kratos, even Resident Evil. There's gonna be 40 S tiers. Okay, well, I can't win with you guys. I can't win. It's either too many S tiers or not enough. I have not done Devil May Cry series. I'd like to do that. I'd like to do Devil May Cry series. Somebody else mentioned another series that I need to try. L.A. Noire. Yeah. Santa Monica has gotten so good at writing games in cinematic style that keeps you drawn to the character. I have noticed that's a really big draw to Final Fantasy VII for me, is the shots feel like a movie. You know what I mean? Like, I love when it's just, when you can see that there's art behind the camera and they have vision and they have an eye for it. Kratos has a lot of his presence. Yeah. Imagine telling a story that you can, like a character who you can feel connected to when he doesn't speak a lot. It says a lot to what they're able to do with his eyes. I remember so many scenes in God of War, like Ragnarok and this one, where you just see the pain, you see emotions that I think, obviously, like, we have not gone through anything similar to him, right? But emotions that you feel and go through in your own life just on a very different basis. So I like flawed, like, characters. I don't like the perfect person in games. I don't like that. I want somebody that I feel relatable to. A boy, thank you so much for your follow. Welcome in. They really put a lot of emotion in the game characters. Yes, I know a lot of them are 10 out of 10. I'm trying. Okay, so let's hit... God, I love all these games. Okay. Journey, A. Journey's a great game. I just don't think that I can put it in S. I think it's an incredible game, but solid A. Solid A, like upper A's, borderline S. Yeah. Yeah, Hunter. Doc Holiday. RIP. We only play the best games here. Obviously, they're all S. I think too, I just really do enjoy every game. I do. Have you started? No, I've never played the OG Final Fantasy. I haven't. Did you not think it was coming from my stream, Zero? Well, a lot of these games are A's because it's up to your interpret. I think Abzu was just kind of a B for me. I think compared to Journey, I enjoyed Journey way more than Abzu. A high B. But up for interpretation games are great. It's just, I don't think they warrant an S for me. Yeah, I have 10 tabs open right now. That's fair. Yeah, I for once I'm playing Silent Hill 2. We recently played this. We played this last October. Why was I about to say Christmas? We played this last October. This is a game that, when did Silent Hill 2 originally come out? When did we play it? 20 years later? Andrea, it's not fun when you guess right. God of War is truly a masterpiece. I also like how they somehow make you feel super powerful as Kratos and yet make the enemies still feel challenging. Yeah, but you guys are gonna give me so much crap for making everything S tier. I want to make Silent Hill 2 like super high A, borderline S. I need something between S and A. I need like an A apostrophe S. It's better than S. No, I think that it's an amazing game. I just never really pictured like a horror game being so far up in my list. I also just personally think that I have a really good taste in it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm just, oh, and we can also rank within here. So that's good. I do like that being S. Yeah, because we can always, we'll move them over. So this will be like the best one and then it will, you know, it'll go over here. Yeah. Soma is just a B. It's just a B. I also, that game got done so dirty by me. So just understand that I started it, I stopped it. I butchered it. It's another one of those things that it wasn't the game, it was me. It's not the game, it's me. I see you, Ulysses, Rudo, Scalder, and JB. Guys, thanks for the follows. Welcome in. Soma D. All right, we're gonna get brutal here. Okay, so these are just B's for me. I just don't, honestly, I kind of want to make them, it's not because they don't have a good story. I just don't really care for playing them. So I'm just gonna throw them in B because that's kind of like neutral. It's where I was like, okay, I liked it, but I didn't love it. It's nothing special. It's nothing great. It's not something I'm gonna remember, you know? Meyer, thank you so much and welcome in, welcome in. The second game in the D category is, what are you seeing? In the D category? It's Mortuary's assistant, but I think it's Mortuary's ass right now. Yeah. Not great, not terrible, just not memorable. Yeah. Donut County is so weird. I'm putting that in like D. I'm sorry, that was not, I just didn't enjoy that game. I thought it was really weird. There wasn't anything going on there. It didn't, just was like the most average thing. If you guys did not see that, that was from 2 years ago, 12 Games of Christmas. Just, it was nothing special. There was nothing memorable about it other than Ellie. Yeah, a lot of, some of these games you'll see, a lot of these games are like, we completed during 12 Games of Christmas. Yeah. There was just nothing really going on there. Zabe, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Madison. Where do you put a game that was... I think, okay, if I'm looking at it from the game and not my experience, it's just a B. It's a B-rate horror game. It's nothing even coming close to Silent Hill or Resident Evil. It's another scare tactic like Visage. It was really good scares, so that's why I'm putting it up on a B, but it wasn't anything like ground changing, you know? Top tier scare reactions, that's true. Yeah. Top tier scare reactions, but I'm trying to go by the game as well. No, you would think I would put it in D, but I can actually recognize that the game, I think the game was still like decent. I didn't love the ending. I just felt like I think actually I kind of want to put that in C, because now that I think about the ending, yeah, I think about the ending, and the ending just kind of took it away from me, even when I was following along, you know? These are streamed games only, Spoon. These aren't my YouTube games. Yeah, since this is 5 years on Twitch, I decided to just do the completed games on stream. Yeah, that's why you're only seeing those. There's, if I had to add the ones from YouTube too, which wouldn't be too many. It wouldn't be too many, but. Little Pig, thank you so much and welcome back in. All right. There are 2 games that are gonna hit the S tier that I know you guys aren't gonna be happy with. But their DLCs to this day live on in my memory. And if something makes it to the long-term memory storage for me, it's an S. If anything makes it to the, it's an S. Just put more games to the S. Just start throwing them all to the S. Mr. McNoface, thank you so much for the 200 bits. I hope you post this on YouTube so I can check it out later. Oh, I think most of this will go up on the archive channel, so you can always like skim through. Edith Finch was not. Edith Finch was a YouTube game. I know. Where am I looking? Where was I looking? Where is it? I think a lot of people don't agree with me on this one because a lot of people are gonna love the first one the most, but I started with the third one, and to this day, the DLC was the turning point when I finally allowed myself to be emotional in my gameplays with you guys. It like unlocked something. It was so different. Where is it? Wait a minute. Oh, that's not Edith Finch. That's Vanishing of Ethan Carter, by the way. It's your list, screw us. I know, we need an SS tier, yeah. Something a little bit higher. I think there's an SS and then there's 3 S's as well. I could have made that and I just didn't. I'm looking for it. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Alphabus is bottom middle? Oh, kind of, yes. BioShock Infinite. A lot of people I think don't actually like that, but the DLC Burial at Sea changed the way that I think how I streamed. It changed the way how I streamed. Yeah, I loved everything about that. I loved the DLC specifically more than anything. Should be able to add a row on the fly by hitting the gear icon. Oh my gosh, that my heart. Zara. Also, I love the name change. Zara, thank you so much for the raid. Holy cow, guys, welcome in. We brought snacks. Were you finishing up Diablo? How's Diablo going? Guys, thank you so much. Welcome in. If you guys are new here, my name is Casta. We're celebrating 5 years on Twitch with a friendly little tier maker of all the games I've ever completed on stream. If you don't know me, I love Taco Bell, which is what we're eating right now. My entire playthrough of Witcher was Gwent, and I'm a variety streamer. Been doing it for a little bit, just a little while, just like half a decade. 25 years on Twitch. Did I say 25? No, I said 5. Stop. How was your stream, Zara? Thank you so much for the raid. And guys, welcome in. Thank you for wishing the happy anniversaries. Zara, I really appreciate that. Mr. Wick, Fang, I see I am, SBI, Agent, Vic, Khan, Master Nerd, Sub, Golden Classic, Nashri, Grants. Guys, thank you for the follows and welcome in. We mostly do RPGs over here, lots of sometimes horrors. This kind of will tell you everything you need to know about what I play normally. But classic, welcome in. We were just playing Banjo-Kazooie as well. Zara, also, if you have to do the raid and dash, I totally get it. I know you have definitely been streaming for a while. I hope you have a wonderful anniversary. Thank you so much. What about cake? I didn't do a cake, but I got pickle flavored soda that we're gonna try later. So we're gonna try that and see how it goes. I did not say 25 years. I did not. Zara, thank you so much. And again, if you have to raid and dash, I totally understand. 3D printed, little Koei, Captain Hack. Guys, I'm screwing up some of these names, but thank you so much as well. I know, look, I love pickle stuff, and I saw it in a store yesterday last minute and decided to buy it, so we're gonna try it. We'll see how it is. Cosm, thank you. Welcome in. Philly, I see. We're just gonna try it, Scooby. You know, sometimes you just gotta, you don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I don't know until I try it. So we're just gonna go with it. Speaking of cake, my birthday was the other week. Who lives across the country bought you a cake and ate it on video Discord in front of you? That sounds really mean. But it was kind of celebrating you in a way. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Yes, we're doing a tier list stream, and then we're actually going to be trying out 5. So we did Banjo for the first half, and then we're going to be trying out 5 funky games for 5 years. And there's some good ones in it. So definitely stay tuned if you want to see that. Yoda, thank you for the follow as well. For doing 5 years, it doesn't feel like a lot of games, but I think it came out to, did we say 60? Wait, did I say 86 games? I think it was 86 games. Yeah, we just talked about how BioShock Infinite DLC ends up being S tier for me. I think my chat was about to disagree with me on that one, but definitely an amazing game for me. If you guys did follow, I don't do Diablo. I've never played Diablo. I'm sorry. I'm not on the Diablo hype right now, but I'm excited for you guys. So many people are just enjoying it. A lot of people in my chat have been talking about it. So I know I'm missing, I'm getting a little bit of like FOMO from it, but I don't know if you can just pick up on Diablo 4 with no previous experience. And I'm currently finishing up Survivor, but I'm about to play Mass Effect, the Mass Effect series for the first time ever. So, yeah, I gotta catch up with those games. I'm still catching up on games from 10 years ago. I fell into a League of Legends coma, like season 1, and just never played a lot of incredible games, which is why you see me play so many on stream. I think I'm playing catch up. You can pick up D4 without previous experience. I figured you wouldn't have to, but I'm still, like I told you, I'm still playing catch up. Pedro, Da, Zamt, Vaki, guys, thank you for the follows, and anybody that came through with the raid, I really appreciate it. I didn't used to be on the Diablo hype, but now I can't escape it. I have like an addictive personality, and I know that if I start playing something like that, I won't be able to put it down. So that's why I'm like, okay, just don't look at it, don't pick it up, don't do it, because once I start, I will not put it down, and that will consume my whole life. I know that's what happens. The whole Uncharted series needs to be S tier. Also, these are not my YouTube games. These are just games I've completed on stream. I've also started games on stream and not completed them. So there's been a lot more games over the years as well. It has to be super addictive. I know. Scooty and Game Boy. Guys, thanks for the follows. Welcome in. Diablo's so addictive. See? Exactly. I'd be screwed. I know. Season 1 have the exclusive 1 Kale skin. I do. I do actually, Senpai. I do. I think I actually started playing a little bit before season 1. Like 2010, I want to say, right after it came. Was beta 2009? I'm trying to remember when it was. Yeah, I always just followed whatever my siblings were doing for the most part. Paul. I also love Michael Myers, just FYI. Paul, thank you so much for the donation.
It has been a fun ride / trip hanging in your stream.
Thank you so much, dude. Jungle King, been addicted to the, to the SF6 story mode. Wait, what is SF? I'm sorry, I'm not tracking this one. We're doing a 12-hour stream, Sydney. We're about 6 hours into it. I think we're technically 7, but I'm just gonna go till my thing says 12. Because I'm already behind on stuff too. Master Punk, have a good night. Thanks for hanging around. And also the fireplace is totally real. What color did you want it? All right, next game, y'all. Let's just do Blair Witch. Blair Witch, I actually liked it, but I'm just gonna put it in B. It wasn't anything special, but it was a fun, we did that on Friday the 13th last year. I enjoyed it. It was, I mean, it wasn't anything crazy. Didn't the dog die? I think I didn't like it because the dog died. Yeah. Oh man, I think that actually was really crappy. Phoenix Fire and Slug and Van, guys, thank you for the follows and welcome in. Blair Witch was garbage. I actually had fun playing it. Does that go? No, I'm gonna keep it with B. I can't let you guys influence my choices. Zach, what's up? Welcome in. Thank you guys for all the 5-year anniversary wishes. I really appreciate it. So I've started 3P. I've started Demon Souls. I've never finished it. I know. I've also not done DS2. I haven't done DS2. I know. Whoa, Steven, you're right. You're right, sorry. I need to get banned in my own channel. Last of Us, S tier. Also, though, I would like to point out that Last of Us S tier is for my YouTube playthrough. When I did this, like, I think I did this year 2 of streaming, I just didn't. It was like it just was not the right time. I remember there was something going on and I just was not receptive to that game whatsoever. But I will say, based off of what I know now, it deserves to be in an S. I disrespected it on my first playthrough, which is why I went back and did a YouTube playthrough of it and tried to do it more justice. Yeah, 1000%, Zara, yes. Thank you for hanging around, by the way. Aunt Fanny and Guard and Leo Rowe, guys, thank you for the follows. Part 2 I played on YouTube, so that wouldn't show up on stream. Yeah, part 2, yeah, part 2 was, this is just games I've completed on stream. Okay. Let's talk about Stray. Let's talk about Stray, guys. Lolo, thank you for the follow and welcome in as well. Onyx, I see. All right, here's the thing. Stray, great game. Loved it. The problem is, I think when you look at it as an indie game and how many people developed it, I think it does deserve an S. But it actually was lackluster to me at the end. The ending just, it fell like a little empty towards the upper deck when you're traveling. So for me, it's like a really high A. Like I would say it goes behind, let me just like move some of these around. Oh, we're gonna go sides after. We're gonna go sides after. Yeah. Yeah, this is, again, this was just my personal experience with it. Stray, I had so many expectations that I built up to the game. And I've just learned that in life, the least amount of expectations I can go into with will always result in more happiness from the game. Yeah. How long did you stream for, Zara? How long was that stream? Yeah. Nice how she has BioShock, one of my favorite games too. The DLC, a lot of these, I'm trying to give you guys kind of an insight to why they are where they are as well. To me, I really thought that the ending just didn't stick for me, but I am excited to play another one. I'm gonna try to go into it with no expectations. A 9-hour stream, girl. Oh my gosh, go take a break, rest your eyes, get out of here. I gotta run and do dinner. Onyx, have a good one. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you. Also Casa and Scar, guys, thanks for the follows. Welcome in. Yeah, Stray was made by 28 people. Yeah, again, just my personal feelings on these. I mostly give most games a 9 out of 10. Gone Home. I'm sorry, it has to be a D. I'm sorry, I didn't, the ending just felt, I'm just mad about the ending on that one. You played Last of Us 2. I did for my YouTube. So I've been streaming for 5 years on Twitch, and then about a year ago when I went full time with content creation, I decided to start doing Let's Plays on YouTube. So I've kind of been going back and forth with the games on that, but a lot of times you'll see some crossovers. So like I've replayed Last of Us for YouTube. Same with Detroit Become Human. But I try not to do too many replay throughs. I only do a replay through on YouTube if I felt like I did the game dirty on stream. And a big part of why I started doing the YouTube Let's Plays, I think, is because there's some games that just kind of command your respect of playing it focused on the game. I love chatting. I love Twitch. Like, I love talking with the community. It's why I've been able to do this for 5 years, is 100% because of you guys. But I do think that some of my games are really nice to do just on your own. Yes, Zora, get some sleep, get out of here. I really appreciate the raid and thank you. Yeah, 5 years flies by. It flies by. Granted, I did it part-time for 4 years and then just in the last year switched to full-time, which is just such an honor to get to do this. The only thing that I would disagree with is House of Ashes was an A-list for you. I loved A Little Hope. We've talked about this though on Okay. We talked about this. Yeah, I played Firewatch. That was the last 12 games of Christmas. Yeah, if you guys are new here, I do kind of like I go crazy for October. We dress up and do a different makeup look every day of October. And we do spooky games. And then in December, I usually stream stream for like half of December, and it just so happens that I do 12 games of Christmas. So we try to beat 12 games before I leave for my, usually I do like a travel trip or something at the end of the year. So we try to finish like 12 games in 16 days or something, and chat never wins. Chat is yet to win. So during that time, we like to do a couple of like more indie games, smaller games. So that's why we have Abzu Journey. Do you have a preference in your POV? Third person? Blue. I get a little sick when I do first person, actually, unfortunately. Yeah, Red Dead 2. Can't wait for you to play Red Dead 1. Yes, I do want to play Red Dead 1 sometime. I'd love to. Prefer Gone Girl. Yes, I remember you talking about that on Okay. I remember that. I've not played Devil in Me. I have not. Small Ball. Also Dows, thanks for the follow. And Small Ball. 2 years, dude. 2 years. Just remember the verbal harassment you put me through for being new for 6 months. Small Ball. 24. Well, 2 years flies by. I mean, that's 4 times 6. That's like 6 months. What do you mean? What do you mean? Thank you so much for the continual support and dealing with the harassment. Slim, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, at the end of the stream, we're gonna do a Q&A after just doing some more like fun games. And then I'm gonna get a little emotional. Starving Dogs, House of Ashes would be an A for me, but that's because I played it with me. You got to play with your brother. See, that is such a good example. Like what Starving Dogs is saying there is, and Phantom and Trouf, guys, thank you for the follows. Every single tier list is so specialized to the person who's making it. Because like you said, like there's something that makes you love that, which was you playing with your brother. If you asked me where to rank X-Men Legends, it'd always be an S for me because I got to play that with my brother. Whenever you have some kind of like connection outside of the game itself too, or whatever's going on in your real life can greatly impact it. Alien Isolation, S tier. Let's not even beat around the bush here. Alien Isolation, fantastic, loved it. One of the few games where I used to say that once you get scared by something and you see it attack you a few times, it becomes normal and you feel like you get used to it. There is no feeling that you get used to when you have an alien running after you in a vent and hearing those footsteps. Like, also I do want to say though that I firmly stick by my statement that the alien in Alien Isolation, his head looks like a moondrop grape. I will never unsay this, and I need you guys, if you have never looked up a moondrop grape, look it up right now, but that is Alien Isolation's head. That is it. Speedy. Gotta rewatch the stream. Alien Isolation is fantastic. Loved it. The feeling, there's also like, there's a nice balance in scares. I don't want a game that scares me so much. Actually, good case in point, Madison. I was so focused on the scares that were coming up that I couldn't enjoy the story. I couldn't focus on the story. So there's a really nice balance between this. Yes, Howie, yes, it kind of does. But no more than the designs in the movies. It kind of looks like the Moondrop Grape. Yes! Every time I played this, I get so much crap for it, but when I played it, I couldn't unsee this. I know. I'm so glad it's not just me though. Yuck, I'm loving Final Fantasy. Yeah, if you guys are new here, I'm doing Final Fantasy right now for the first time. It's my first Final Fantasy. Alien Isolation is my favorite survival game. It has excellent immersion. Yeah, it's so good. What was the worst game you ever played, Quarry? Quarry. Quarry. It was a little bit of a victim of circumstance too, I think, and mixed with just a horrible, like, there was a lot going on there that made it so bad. Yeah. Oh, no way, Darth. Did they remove it? They removed Alien Isolation from Game Pass? Yeah, Rollis, thanks for the stretch. Mr. and Emerald and Metalhead, guys, thank you for the follows. Oh my goodness, I needed that. I know, well, you know, we all have our personal reasons. I've talked about mine. I know they're very unique to me. I also played it on a 12-hour stream. I played it on 12 hours, and I think also, like, when I say a victim of circumstance too, Quarry is not the kind of game that you play on a 12-hour. Like, what we're doing today is, to me, the best way to celebrate the anniversary, which is like talk about some of the years, play some fun games, you know, get the community more involved, and then do some stuff with the community. And what I did with that anniversary stream last year was play Quarry for 12 hours and then play like a few games of marbles, and then I was like, thanks for 4 years. It didn't feel personal. Yeah. And also I just think that the dialogue was the cringiest thing in the whole world. And cringy and cheesy are different. It is different. Pickle soda is not happening. Lucas, thank you for the hydrate as well. Thank you. Where would you put The Walking Dead? AJ, I can't say where I'd put The Walking... S tier. S tier. Tiago, thank you for the follow. And also Tiff with the posture check. Ah! Yeah. Quarry was Z tier for me. It's actually become a meme how much I disliked that game. Okay, let's go with some of the shorter ones, and I'm gonna leave some of the harder decision ones for later. Ragnarok I played on YouTube. These are only stream ones. Okay. Where am I? I think we can all agree with this. I mean, there's like, where are the other ones? Will all my God of Wars please stand up? I played these for the first time last November. S tier. All three of them. Absolutely S tier. Aiden, it wasn't anything special for me. A lot of the games that you're gonna see in S tier are also games that I played, I think, in the last like 2 years for the most part. It's not even a joke how much I am more focused and love games now than I ever did before. I streamed God of War 2016 last year as a second playthrough, and I actually played God of War 2016 twice on stream. One, maybe year two, I think year 2 of streaming, and then I did a replay through last July? I think it was after Fallout New Vegas. Pickle soda, what's wrong with people? We're gonna try it. I don't know. It's fun, exciting. I might hate it, but at least I can now say that I don't like pickle soda. I don't know. COD deserves to be lower than B. I was thinking of C. I just placed them in B as like a... B is kind of like, it's not memorable. We're not friends. We're not hanging. Something like that. Kirk, Savad, thank you so much. I tried to gift Maggie in Paris, but incredibly... But incredibly and inexplainably, it wasn't a username. Oh, the horror. Savad, thank you for the 100 bits. Kirk with the gifted sub to the channel and community. Mr. McFace, I believe the dog survives in the end. Oh, so I don't think we got the good ending then, mister. I don't think we got the good ending. I don't think we're in Canvas anymore. I ate one of the Taco Bell things and then I just wasn't hungry. I don't know what it is. You know when you wait and you get excited for it? I'm gonna try one more of the Taco Bell things and then I'm gonna eat cinnamon twists when we start the next game. It's kind of hard because when we're rating these games, I'm talking nonstop, you know? So it's hard to like pause and eat and then wait. Yeah. Triton, what's up? Welcome in. It's weird watching you live after binging all of your YouTube videos. It's probably different. because I don't have chat when I'm doing my YouTube videos. But welcome in, Triton. I hope you enjoy it all the same. BV, welcome back in. Followed back in the Tomb Raider. Curious on those rankings. I know I'm trying to keep up with you guys. London, thank you so much for the 1,000 bits as well. We're always S tier, but they really pulled me into your stream. So they have always been an S plus tier. London, thank you for the 1,000 bits. Lucas, guys. Lucas, thank you so much. Anybody that just got a gifted sub, guys, welcome to the channel and the community. And I hope you enjoyed the Ginger emotes. I gotta get Ginger back in here so we can put the cat cam back up, y'all. I might just go grab her real quick. I think I might even see her shadow. I see Leon. Leon, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Chief Unknown with the follow. Lucas with the 5 gifted subs. Anon with the gifted sub to Sana. And Arnie with the gifted sub to the channel and community as well. Guys, thank you so much. Zora, go to bed. Get out of here. No, of course, if you want to hang out. But oh my goodness, you are just... Is it to the point where you just have energy and you can't fall asleep right now? Because I totally get that. Sometimes my brain runs wild. All right, I didn't finish telling you guys the DLC. So the second game that is not going to be S tier for I think a lot of people, but because of the DLC, one particular DLC, it's going into S for me. What do you guys think it is? Does anybody know? You'd have to have been here for a long time. You'd have to have been here for a very long time. And I don't think you'd even have access to it. Or I think you do. Chicken leg. Trivial, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs to the channel and community and the scam tram. Aunt Fanny, this is your first time chatting. How did you guess it right? Are you an all-time lurky turkey? What? Aunt Fanny coming out with the... it's like the sleeper answer. What? Did you just think of a really good DLC amongst these? To be fair, I don't think a lot of these don't have DLCs, maybe. That was a really good first, yeah. Outlast 1, S tier. Alt account. Blood and Wine, oh no, that was really good, but Witcher's already up there. This is a new game. I think Outlast Whistleblower is one of my all-time favorite DLCs. I know that's a really strong statement. I think that might not even be accurate now, because at the time when I used to say that, I hadn't played nearly as many. S tier, game changer, loved it. I did the stories for these two, so that's why they're in here. Yeah. Can I see the cow mug? This bad boy? Yeah, the Whistleblower DLC, it was really good. Have you not done it? Waco, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. And Ernie, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Aunt. That was a damn good guess, Aunt. I'm gonna guess COD. No, it's not one of the ones that are up here, y'all. It's not one of the ones that are up here. Yeah. Oh, fair point, fair point. Okay, good point. I'm gonna see if I can grab Ginger too, though. Aurora, we've talked about this before. Oh, all the alerts are gonna cover it. Actually, what I can do is I'm gonna... Ah! All the alerts are moving. Tomb Raider. So the reason... Okay, we can talk about this. The reason Gone Home is at the bottom is I didn't feel... I went in thinking it was a horror game, first of all. I went in thinking it was a horror game. It wasn't. Obviously, that's fair. That was on me. That was like failed expectations on my part. BioShock Infinite, the DLC, incredible. That's why it's S. That's why it's S. Yeah. I know. Is it halfway over with a 12-hour stream already? I think it's been 7 hours. Whistleblower was so terrifying, but good. So I particularly don't like the ending because I just wish that... Ah! See, I'm gonna get covered now. Maybe I can move myself up here. Let me try moving... Oh, wait. Pick the camera. I'm gonna move like right halfway because I don't think a lot will go into A and B. I think a lot are gonna be an S for the most part. I maybe don't even remember the story completely right, but at least when I was going through, I thought that they chose to run away together instead of one of them going to just basic training. And I just felt like if they wanted to be together anyway, they should have, like, she should have just let her go to basic training, which is at most 9 months, And then they would have had they would have been set up, they would have had a job. She could have gone with her probably, or met up with her after and waited. You know what I mean? 9 weeks, sorry, 9 weeks, not 9 months, 9 weeks. And so I just felt like instead of just running away together, I felt like they could have gone to basic and then one of them would have had a job. And then they still could have ran away and been, gone away from the circumstance and things like that. That's why I say it's a very personalized to me because to me, 9 weeks at basic was nothing. It was in the moment, maybe 18-year-old me was like, oh my gosh, this is so long away from my parents. But it just felt like both of them, yeah, unless you get held back. Okay, don't talk about med hold. We're not talking about med hold. We're not talking about med hold here. But I think for me, it just really pulled away from it. I remember there being an inkling of her being really sad. So some people think that she might have chosen to, so I didn't interpret it like that. I thought they ran away together. That's how I interpreted the ending. But I thought that instead of she really didn't want her to go away to the military. And I was like, it's just 9 weeks. Then you can be with her as long as you want. Yeah. It's like a semester length. I thought it was set in 2016. I don't think that was even I got held back in MEPS. Okay, that's blasphemy. Okay. What? It's because of my weak thumbs. I actually got held back from MEPS. Raven, I'm Seeks, Voon, Bellis, guys, thanks for the follows. We're talking about Gone Home, why it's bottom tier for me. But that, once again, that's so personalized to me, right? I interpreted that ending and I felt frustrated by it because I was like, dude, it's 9 weeks of your life. Just go. You know what I mean? I think at the time it was 8 or 9 weeks when I went through, and it might only be 8 weeks now. I don't even know. So, yeah. But I'm glad we got to explain that. I think a lot of it too was factored into the fact that I thought it was a horror game, Aurora. I really thought it was gonna be a horror game, but it wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah, it did take place in the 90s, actually, you're right. Yeah, it did take place in the 90s. It felt very teenage angsty, and I think that a lot of times I just have a harder time, even though the further I get away from that feeling, maybe it just is harder for me to understand it and relate to it the further I get away from my teenage angsty years. Maybe I don't want to be reminded of it. You know what I mean? I already had to live it once by myself. I don't want to be reminded of how angsty I was. I'm reminded of it every time I look back at my old VODs. And that was 20. That was 20-year-old me. So now imagine teenage angsty me. I don't want to be reminded. I don't want to go back there. I don't want to judge. Grano, thank you so. Grano with the gifted sub to Michael Myers. And Judge, yo, thank you so much for the resub for 7 months in a row. Thank you, Judge. Yes, we are celebrating 5 years, doing incredible. Yeah. I don't think they ran away. Your sister just left to pick up her girlfriend. That's why there was no one home. Maybe I just misinterpreted. But her sister, one of them, I don't remember it anymore. That's how little. And yeah, so even my thoughts on it are so scattered because I don't remember a lot of it anymore. I just remember in the moment really disliking it, and so it's D for me. It will always. There's one more piece to this puzzle. Okay, let me set the mood. There's one more piece to why I dislike this. I paid extra for the soundtrack, and I didn't mean to. I paid for the soundtrack. I got bamboozled. So not only do you dislike the game, but then you realize that you're stuck with the soundtrack. I got the Ultimate Deluxe Edition for a game that I didn't even like. Lucas, thank you so much for 5 more gifted subs to the channel and community. Thank you. No, actually, Rainman, I don't mind being reminded of how, I feel like I don't mind being reminded of it because it definitely makes me really proud of how far I've come. You know, if I didn't go through, it's the same thing as I wouldn't have really good highs if I didn't have lows to tell me that other times were highs. You know what I mean? So I had already completed it. I couldn't refund it, Dash. I had already played too long into it. Loyal Freak, have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a great rest of your week. Coral, thank you for the follow, and Scooby Boy, thank you so much for the Prime sub. I'm glad to see you're enjoying the channel and community. I didn't even listen to it. I don't even remember if it was a good soundtrack. I just remember being flustered. I was so flustered. All right, let's get back into it though. One of the best games. It's a Riot Girl. Oh, that's true. You would get the Riot Girl sound. That's so true. Joy, Joy, thank you for the follow. Welcome in as well. All right, I was supporting the devs. I'm going to look at it as supporting the devs. Bendy, we're not going to talk about that yet. Wait, we're going to go through the quick games. Gris, really strong A tier. We'll get to it. Gris, really strong A tier. Don't think it goes on my S tier. It's really hard for a short game to get on my S tier. It's not to say that short games don't deserve to be S tier, but it's got to be really special to me. Gris was good. There was a lot of like room for interpretation, and that wasn't.
Yeehaw! I'm a cowboy.
I'm a cowboy. Yeah. I was gonna say that. Oxenfree is like a strong A for me. Again, that was my first 12 games of Christmas, and it just was meh. It was good. I'm looking forward to the second one. Like, it's enough that I'm really looking forward to the second one, but it was just meh for me. I'm not there yet. Edu, I'm not there yet. Where does Blasphemous fall for you? Blasphemous, I actually really liked Blasphemous. I am planning to play the second one. No, Gris is actually really cool. I think the makers of Gris are working on something else that they just announced at, was it PlayStation? I think it was at PlayStation. Link 11 and also Whooper World. Thanks for the follow, guys. Welcome in. I guess it would be meh would be a B. I will say that I think meh would be a B because I wouldn't put those. I enjoyed Gris much more than I enjoyed Oxenfree. Yeah, meh is supposed to be B. Meh is supposed to be B. Never played Gris. Could tell you a little bit about it. Can you tell a little bit about it? I would say that it's a beautiful game. Beautiful. It doesn't have, I don't think there's any dialogue. Is there any dialogue whatsoever? I think there's some text, but it's really relatable because it's about somebody going through a hard time and it's them processing emotions in a visual aspect and like in their story of I think working through something difficult. And so it's really short too, and I do recommend it. I loved it. I really did love it. Conquer, what's up? Welcome in. Also, Coral, thank you so much for the Prime sub as well. Guys, thank you so much for all the Prime subs and just new subs and new faces. I see Necro and Bugsy and Blue with a lot of L's. Guys, thank you for the follows. Gone Home has my attention. Thanks. Gris was very well done. I'm looking forward to seeing what the creators of Gris do next. Yeah, the art style is outstanding. Very slow burn, yeah. Foxtails was really cute. I think it's just gonna be a B for me. It was really cute. I liked it. It was actually about a character from an Alaskan native tribe. And what I did like about that was it was different than it felt more like a documentary than a game. Because, and you can choose to skip some of the more documentary aspects of it, but I actually really liked it. I liked the story, I liked it. I think that it was an enjoyable short game. It was a cozy game. This is like best A, B, C, D, just kind of like a ranking. Yeah. Boise, I'm glad you're enjoying it here. I feel like one God of War game is not S tier, to be honest. Really? I loved every single one of them. I think if I were to think of one that I didn't love as much as the others, I would maybe say I feel like God of War 2 and 3 were phenomenal. The first one, because it was older, I think that there were just more things that annoyed me about it, but as it progressed, I liked it a lot better. Yeah, Southpaw, thank you for the hydrate. God of War 1 is A tier. That's right, okay, you were thinking that too? I am gonna keep it here though. I'm gonna keep it at S. Would you put Plague Tale Requiem in S tier if you played it on Twitch? I think I'd honestly put that one in A tier. I don't think either of the Plague Tales really hit S tier for me. I think they all were just a really strong A. A really strong A. I did like the aspects of like handling the rats and the plague and everything. Like I think that it was really unique compared to a lot of what I've seen, but it just didn't hit that S category. Don't give me that Anna face. Don't give me that Anna face. Don't you do that. I know somebody's gonna clip this and send this to her. Don't you dare. Fox, thank you for the follow. Anon, thank you for the gifted sub to boy. I know, Anna's gonna be on vacation and crying in a corner. S cancel the trip to London. Dude, she's gonna be like, hey, thanks, mate, for the A. Nice, nice ranking. I hope you enjoy being homeless in London. Like, I loved Plague Tale, but I'm a medieval nerd and I love the landscapes. Yes, I will say voice acting, 10 out of 10. Lard, thank you so much for stopping by. And no worries, catch your sleep. Thank you for stopping by again. And I hope I see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we're finishing Banjo-Kazooie, or at least playing a lot of it. I'm gonna try to finish it, we'll see. B is the meh category. Yeah, B is the meh. What are you looking forward to the most with your London trip? Oh gosh, meeting Anna. Probably meeting Anna and just eating lots of food. Eating lots of food. Zaptron, have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging around. All right, this is going on for too long. How long have I been doing this for? An hour? Has it been an hour? I think it's been an hour. You'd put Sekiro as S1. Wait. Oh, these aren't in order, by the way. I haven't gone over, so I got a bubble tea with her. Yes, thick. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. More like tea. All right, let's start rapid fire. Okay, we're gonna rapid fire because we got a lot of games to try. I've got a little more than an hour. Oh, great balls of fire. This is gonna end up being a 14-hour stream. Okay, Ori and the Blind Forest. Wait, is this Ori? Which one is this? Will of the Wisps. Yeah. Just kidding. Ori was top to bottom beautiful. Story, cried in the first 5 minutes. Not surprising to y'all. But I will say that Will of the Wisps, I actually enjoyed Ori and the Blind Forest the most. Will of the Wisps was a fantastic sequel. It's like a top tier A for me, but the first one, it was just, it goes in S. But Will of the Wisps was just, I felt like it didn't, something about it, it was great. It wasn't like the best. But also it's hard to live up to a first one. It really is. I rarely cry. If it can make me cry. Okay. Pat, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah. Yeah. I liked the bird though. I did like the bird in this. Yeah. Okay, Resident Evil 4. Where do you guys think we're gonna put it? Where are we putting Resident Evil? This is also not the remake, by the way. This was the original. We've done both. Strong A. Strong A. Strong A. Strong A. We'll bring it to the side. I've really enjoyed Resident Evil 4. I think that Leon's lines were like the best, but very, very strong A. It's hard to... It's not because it was an older game either. I just want to make a point that it wasn't because it was an older game. I actually enjoy the OG more than the remake personally. I was gonna say OG, I was gonna say remake B too. I was actually gonna say remake B. I think it was a good remake, but I think that it just didn't, it was really well done, but I played them so close back to each other. I also, look, there's one simple reason for this. In the remake, you can't put Trashly in a trash bin. So, I mean, I don't know what you expect from me. I'm not gonna put it in the same category as the original. Remake B, hot take. I've got my reasons. You might not like them, but they're my reasons. There are a lot of good games on this list. S tier would be, I could put every single one of these in S tier. I'm being particularly aggressive right now. Hellblade, S. S. Just amazing. And how much, like, I think we've talked about this before, like how big was their development team? You didn't even finish it? I finished Hellblade. I think you haven't seen... No. I came back and did a second playthrough of Hellblade on stream. I've actually played Hellblade, I think, almost 3 times on stream. I think I didn't finish the most recent playthrough, but I'm pretty sure I'm fairly certain we've done multiple. I think 1 or 2. I'm sorry, 2 or 3. Yeah, I definitely finished it on the first playthrough. Jad, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. I never finished Horizon. I started Horizon, and I never finished it. Yes, they do double Nova. I'm super excited for the sequel of that. A Way Out. It honestly is just, it was fun because of Anna, but the game itself, probably, I would say like a B. the atmosphere to me, like breaking out of prison, the like Shawshank Redemption style, it just wasn't anything like crazy. It's all like aesthetics for me. Anna's the S tier in that, but it still is just, to me, it was just a high B game. High B, low A. Yeah. A Way Out is not 2 hours long, and that was like, I think Anna and I did a 7-hour stream. But it's probably because it was us together. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so Uncharted Lost Legacy. Let me think about this for a second. Okay, hold on. Let me wait on Uncharted. I'm not ready for it. Outlast 2. Freaking weird. I'm putting it in B. Just weird. Strange, weird. Yeah, we'll do Uncharted in order. That's the best way I can do it. Just weird. Like, is anybody else? No, Outlast 1 was like S for me. Outlast 2. Oh, I think that's Outlast Trials. I'm sorry, I think I grabbed the wrong one, but that's meant to be Outlast 2. No, I think that is Outlast 2, because at the end, you just can't see the 2. Outlast 2 is just weird. It was so bad. It was probably generous. Yeah, I just like, probably should have put it in C. Okay, this is a hot take. I actually loved Amnesia Rebirth, and I think nobody else loved it. I'm gonna put that in A. I loved Amnesia Rebirth, but I also never played any of the other Amnesias. Put it in C. C needs more games. No, I still like, I think I still enjoyed playing through it. It just was really weird. Amnesia Rebirth was the worst. Get out of here. I haven't played any of the other Amnesias. I've never played Devil May Cry. No, I started Amnesia OG. I never finished it. I like got into it, and that was before I was like ready for older games. Scotty. I came back to see Corey in the D and I'm out. I do want to play Amnesia the Bunker. I do want to play that. No, I'm just kidding. S tier. What are you? How about we finish it? I would love to finish the OG Amnesia. It's funny you mentioned that because I always have October planned. Batman Arkham Asylum was one of my favorite games ever, and I didn't dislike City, but I don't think that you should go from Asylum straight into City. I needed a little bit of a Batman break between the two. But what are you making that smile for? I loved Batman Arkham Asylum. Does that say Arkham City? No, I think that says Arkham Asylum. What are you smiling about? How much do you miss Gwen? I have withdrawals on a daily basis. What you don't see on the backside of streaming is like, I have to get a fix of a Gwent game every single, like I start up Witcher every morning and I have to beat at least one merchant. If I don't completely cause somebody to lose their desire to ever play Gwent again in their life every day when I wake up, I don't have a purpose for the rest of the day. Batman Arkham Neighborhood should have been first. What? I haven't played any other Batmans. I started City and I never finished it. I've never done Night. I need to do the others. I'm gonna need to see more smiles. Can Gone Home be F tier, please? It's only because I bought the damn album. I haven't tried the standalone game. I do need to try the standalone. No, I think City's amazing. I think that if I went back to it now, I'd love it. I wasn't open to that large of a world at the time. Look, I can show you, like, I played such linear games before 2 years ago. All right, Brothers: A Tale of Two. It was good, but just like meh. It was going in B. It was fun. It was nothing like crazy. Just like meh. You don't want to try Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga? I haven't really looked into doing Lego games too much. I don't have a particular draw towards them, but I'm not opposed to them. They're kind of like if my back burner gets finally, like I finally get to my back burner and my back burner had a back burner, then I'd probably play them. Brothers was an A for you? It was like top B for me. Did Brothers make me cry? I don't even remember Brothers, I'm gonna be honest. Why is Cold War in here? What? Why do I have 2 Warfares, by the way? I don't think I meant to have 2 Warfares. Ignore that. One of those can go out. B for Brothers. The Amnesia I played was Amnesia Rebirth. but I loved it. I loved it. Okay, Bendy and the Ink Machine. I loved the first one. I shouldn't have played the second one back to back. So because of my experience of playing it, when I played the second one, I just didn't, where's the second Bendy? Where is it? I just, for some reason, didn't like it as much, but I played them back to back. Oh, did I forget to add the other Bendy? I loved the first one. I just didn't care as much for the second one. A for you as well. For the Brothers game. Brothers. I think this game would have also been more fun. Can't you co-op it? I think I would have enjoyed co-oping it more. I forgot it. That's so funny. I thought I saved it. Maybe I didn't. All right, Doom Eternal. Where's the other Doom? Doom was a B. I actually really like Doom Eternal better. So Doom Eternal's an A for me. Doom Eternal was an A. Why did I enjoy Eternal better? I think I also so I didn't know what to expect going into Doom, enjoyed it at the time. And then I remember I got to play Doom Eternal at PAX East the year it was coming out, and there was a lot of hype that was building up to it. And then I just had so much fun with it. So I think there was a lot of just other memories associated with it. Like getting to play it with my friends at PAX was such a fun memory that I'll always hold on to. So there's other stuff that impacts the games. Yeah. Layers of Fear is an A. The first Layers of Fear. I never finished the second Layers of Fear. Layers of Fear for me is an A. It's honestly really traumatizing. I don't understand a whole lot of it. I wish I should have actually looked into more of it, I think. But I think it's an A for me. S tier, Godwin. S tier. I don't know why I just didn't. I think something else came out before it. Doom Eternal music was really good, Brooke. Actually, really good point. Yeah. It was amazing. Jedi Fallen Order. You guys, I'm in a Star Wars era. I'm in a Star Wars era. That's gonna be an S tier for me. That's gonna be an S tier for me, dog. Hands down. Squash, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. I really enjoyed Layers of Fear. No, I really did. I want to go back and do the second one. You said Layers of Fear 2. Oh, the narrator was so good, actually. And also the voice acting in Layers of Fear is top notch. I can't imagine doing voice acting for a horror game. Depending on which one, too. Had some gameplay loops ever. See, I need to go back and eventually play the OG Dooms at some point as well. I'm saving Uncharted for the last because Uncharted is really difficult for me. I loved it. I'm also trying to torture Doug a little bit. Also, Pad, thank you so much and welcome in. I joined a few days ago on your DC. Oh, from Final Fantasy. Yes. Oh, from Discord. Oh, Pad, welcome in. I really appreciate you stopping by today. Thank you so much. And Squash. I see Mista with the follow, and Squash, thank you so much for... Also, wait. Subscribe for 3 months at tier 1 for the faith in me and the channel, and I'm glad to see you're enjoying it so much. You subscribe for 3 months in advance. Thank you. And I hope you enjoy the emotes on the channel and everything. Thank you so much for the support. Cookie and Huey, guys, welcome in. Inside is S. That game made me sob. Yeah, gosh. All right, well, we're coming back to this. Lost Worlds is an A for me. We played this last 12 games at Christmas. I highly recommend this game. I loved it. The story made me cry. Firewatch? Oh gosh, I don't know. Firewatch is like a really low A or a high B. I loved the story. I liked the visuals, but the story just was kind of meh for me. I think the story was meh for me. I'm gonna go with B on Firewatch. I know I'm not putting enough in C and D. I know. It takes a lot for me to actually not like a game. It's like a high B. Yeah. Yeah, it's a high B. No. I actually really liked the visuals in Firewatch. It was a perfect C. I haven't done Dragon Age. I haven't. Katie, what's up? Welcome back in. So much more milestones to reach. I love how far you've come. Katie, thank you so much for the continual support. I know 5 years is bananas. Stray was an A. I enjoyed Stray more than Firewatch. Yeah. Take Sax. Okay. Also, didn't I accidentally buy... I think I bought the Firewatch soundtrack too. Kumo, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Okay, let's go with Portal. Portal's a solid S. Come on. Portal's a solid S game. Very unique, well thought, insane puzzles. I've never wanted to smack my head against a wall more in my life. I really never have. Ginger's the protagonist on Stray. There's no way. No, I seriously didn't. I think that's why I had so many high expectations for it. When we're talking about sequels, guys, Portal 2 is still S tier. Come on. The ending of Portal 2, absolutely gold. Gold. I liked Portal 2 actually even better than it. Yeah. I think it's really hard to have your second game live up to the expectations of the first one, but surpass it. That's when you've got my attention. That's when I no longer just applaud your game, but I kind of advocate for your game to other people. You know, you've won more than just my initial like admiration. Best antagonist ever. Yes. Okay, so it's seriously underrated. Do you think not enough people have played Portal 2? I'm in space. Yes. Oh yeah, we are planning to do, Anna and I are planning to do a co-op of Portal 2 at some point. The cake will always be a lie. All right, guys. Detroit Become Human, S tier. Now, maybe when I first played this here on stream, I didn't appreciate it, but definitely S tier game for the fact, what do you mean no way? What do you mean no way? I think that the amount of choices you could do, I just have so much like, I was in awe at how well done the game was and the graphics and everything. I really liked it. I would say low S, high A. Yeah, low S, high A. I still don't forgive you for killing Hank. Look, you know what? I did what I did. Also, Hank plays games. I just want to say that Hank is like, says one thing and then is like, he's like, yeah, no, kill me. It's fine. Like, it's worth it. It's fine. Does it? No. Portal 2 is one of my all-time favorite games. And the story is really applicable to the future as well. I mean, there's a lot that you can take from Detroit. And I love games that are just a beautiful story. And that gave you 3 different people's stories. And I love seeing stories collide. More than anything, seeing all of their stories collide was incredible. Evil Within, I would say A tier. A tier horror. I didn't finish the second one, so I really want to finish the second one this October with you guys. But I really enjoyed the first one. I don't think I ended up really enjoying the second one as much, but I want to go back and finish it and see. Yeah, the colliding stories is amazing. Okay. It was a sad day when I chose to kill Hank. All right, it was a sad day. I know. Tomb Raiders. Let's do Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares. Gosh, I barely remember these two. I feel kind of bad for the ones that I barely. Let me go by the ones I really remember. Endling was actually really cute, but I think it just kind of goes as a B for me. It was like a high B, low. Yeah. Not gonna lie, most of these games never looked appealing aside from Ori or Portal. Save. Wow, I've loved so many of these stories. Is it just by the graphics alone to you? Because I could see that. Don't try to justify your shame, Maggie. Hank is the angels now. I'm never gonna live down Hank. I'm never gonna live down Hank. But you know, at the end of the day, I sleep really well at night because I'll never make everybody happy. And I accept that. And I'm okay with the choices I've made. Call of the Sea. I really liked Call of the Sea. I felt like that was a sleeper game, but I do think that it's gonna go with like B. It wasn't like top notch for me, but I enjoyed it. It was a good story. I think that one should have more attention than it does. I do have a Switch. We just haven't done a lot of Nintendo games. Yeah, well, I didn't get a Switch until like 1.5 years ago, I think. I turned a little girl into a toaster. Wait, when did I turn a little girl into a toaster? Are you talking about my original playthrough of Detroit Become Human? Oh no, you're talking about my original. Anon, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Cat Bacon and Aries with the 100 bits. Hank acted that way because Connor showed humanity instead of acting like an android. I know, Aries. I know, you're always you. You're always you. I didn't like the big plot twist in Detroit. I felt like somehow it went against the story they were trying to tell. They would have probably dropped it down a bit for me. Interesting. I think that actually would have been a lot lower for me if I hadn't recently replayed it and replayed it now being older. I think when I initially played it, I was maybe 21, 22, maybe 23. Time really does fly. Yeah. More like a Call of the Sea, am I right? Oh my gosh. You probably like Call of the Sea a little less because it brings back shameful memories of your cheating phase. All right, Erdy. I knew it was coming, I just didn't know when, okay? Song, thank you so much for tuning in and welcome in. I'm glad to see you're enjoying Final Fantasy. And Maxim, thank you so much. The Xenoblade series, I don't think, I've heard some people recommend that, but I don't think, yeah. There are so many games that I have to catch up on. And I know I have a lot of you guys ask like how I choose my games. I just go, like whatever my breakfast tells me that morning, like if I have eggs, sometimes they're like, hey, play this game. I don't know, I just like, I know that I enjoy almost every game I play, and so I know it, I hope in my heart that I'll be able to catch up and one day play everything. I know that's probably not the reality, so I guess I try to prioritize what really just draws me in, like in the moment. For not redoing her choices in the playthrough. Abuse the redo choice? What do you mean the redo choice? Oh, like going back through in the original playthrough? Also, no, I have done Last of Us 2. These are specifically my games that I've only completed on stream. I completed Last of Us 2 on my YouTube channel. Yeah. Yeah, I did that one on YouTube. Yeah. This is just 5 years on Twitch, so I'm trying to just do this.
Just if you're around, give me a text.
Just if you're around, give me a text. You mean I'm your conscious? You love my smart ass trolling? Love is... I don't know if love is the right term I would put there, but yes. Thank you for that, Spitzers. Something interchangeable. Yes, yeah, yeah. I have a YouTube channel as well for Let's Plays that I'll do some more story-heavy games on. No, my breakfast, Darth. All right, guys, let's finish this up. Dead Space 2. God, I barely remember Dead Space 2. I think it was an A. I think it was like a medium to low A. I've never played the original. So it was, you know, it was a little, I don't think it was as good because I hadn't played the original. I think it would have been a lot better if I started with the original. I'd love to, Lau. I'd love to play Amnesia the Bunker. Force Unleashed, the Unleashed should be in here. That's one. Did Force Unleashed 2 or 1 not upload? Oh, you're right. Some of them might have accidentally been a web file, so that's 2 that I've forgotten. Oh my goodness. I did this just, oh, okay. Okay, let me finish this. Beast Inside, I actually loved. I'm gonna give an A. If you guys are looking for a fun horror game that's a little bit different.
My friendship.
Was that Aries?
Second thought, never mind.
I did accidentally forget too. No, if you guys are looking for a fun, kind of spooky-ish game, I actually really like The Beast Inside. I was not expecting any of that. Inside? Wait, also, oh no, Limbo's here. Okay, Inside is an S. Limbo is an A, because it's a great game. But I almost lost my marbles over that game. Louise, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Or Louis. Jedi Academy Knight, S tier. S tier. Don't even come at me with A's or B's. S tier. Not only was it my first game I completed using mouse and keyboard on stream, I think for the most part, it was just amazing. No, I haven't finished BioShock 2. I started and didn't finish. Winter, welcome back in. Yeah, no, it's not on YouTube. I haven't finished it. I know. I think Hellblade did better with the psychological stuff. Oh, for sure. I would never actually even compare the two when it comes to that. Johnny, what's up? Welcome back in. Witcher 3 is the GOAT. Love the game. Made me... Wait. Your playthrough made me go back and replay it? Wait, how did you do like a kind of different style to it? Did you try to challenge yourself with a different like combat style? We're not throwing League of Legends on here, guys. We're not throwing League of Legends. Ariel, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. BioShock 1. I'm a sucker for the BioShock series, okay? It's my aesthetic. It's everything. I love it. I love it. I do need to play the second one. S tier. Oh gosh. Vampire. S tier. Okay, we're getting down. I have a lot that are... Let me finish the Resident... Okay, let's go Force. So Force Unleashed 2, let's be honest, still a very fun game, but I gotta go with the B If I had Force Unleashed 1 on here, it would get an S. This is a really high B, low A. Because I just felt like they dropped it. They dropped it. They had so much and I feel like they really just dropped it. They dropped the ball. I still enjoy playing through it though. Unchallenged, thanks for the follow, welcome in. I haven't played any momos on here. Did you come through from the Diablo? Let's see, Vanishing Ethan Carter. This is such a hot take because I know a lot of people don't love it, but I loved Vanishing Ethan Carter because I didn't know most games that end up being S or A for me are games I truly do not have any idea what I'm getting into and then are just pleasantly surprised. So, yeah. Oh, I don't know, Jack. Is there any, do we have my modern? Those ones are also, that was like, I don't know, my first two. Because one of them was my first year streaming and I did the Veterans Day charity stream. And the second one was in my year 3. No. Okay. Where it says no. BioShock Story. In 2, playing as the big daddy. I love my daddy. Or is it Raspberries? I love you, daddy. Bro and Raspberry guys, thanks for the follows. Welcome in. But we do have Cold War. Okay, we have Cold War. I think I'd gone even lower than that. I liked it. Oh, I still liked it. Okay. Phobia for me is just a B. I really liked it at the beginning, but somehow towards the end, it lost me a little bit. And I don't know if it's because of the length. I don't know if it was because of my lack of ability. I just found some of the puzzles seemed to be extra difficult, which was good, but it became frustrating to the point that it stole from my enjoyment of it. Was just in the kitchen. How did Jedi Academy get an S? Because I loved it. Because I loved it, and that was a great game. Thought it was S tier. Little Nightmares 1. I gotta put the Little Nightmares in a really high A. The fact that I can't remember a lot about them tells me that they might not deserve S to me, for me personally. Okay, finished the Resident Evil 2s. The remakes, I don't know, I've never played the original, so this is completely biased. I really liked Resident Evil 2 remake. 3 was just meh, so that was A for me. And Village, loved Village. I still like 7 better. I loved 7. Village was probably like a high A for me. Yeah, Uncharted, it's almost Uncharted. Was an atrocious C. I think if I had known more stuff going into it, then I maybe would have judged it more harshly, but I still enjoyed it. Still enjoyed it. Wait. My favorite game, the game which I knew you by? Adri, I'm not doing YouTube games though. Adri, thank you so much for the donation, but no, these
Maggie,
are-
you forgot my favorite game and the game by which I knew your YouTube channel flew too. Bible Thump.
Bible Thump. Viantor, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs to the channel and community. No, Andrea, this is just for celebrating 5 years on Twitch, so it's only the games that I've played on Twitch. Yeah, I did that one on YouTube exclusively. Viantor, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs, and anybody that's gotten a gifted sub, guys, welcome back in. All right, Vampire, S tier. Don't care what you say. Greatest game ever. Vampire was the game that made me realize that I wanted to do variety streaming. So it holds sentimental value. I don't want to hear it. Don't come after me. It holds so much sentimental value. If I could name like a moment when I realized that, okay, I think I can do variety streaming. It was Vampire, okay? It was Vampire. So we're gonna leave it at that, and it is what it is, okay? Tomb Raiders. Okay, Blasphemous is like a B. It was good. I'm looking forward to the second one, but it's not that memorable outside of some people that found the community through it. So that makes it a little bit more memorable, but I can't give it an A. Yeah. Vampire, it holds such sentimental value. It's got to be an S tier for me. Yeah, Tomb Raiders. The Tomb Raiders are so... I think I really liked the first one, but I can't remember Rise of the Tomb Raider, and then I didn't finish the third one. So I'm gonna go A for Rise. I think I really liked the first one. I can't even remember anymore. No, Shinobi. You missed the whole shtick of it. I know. It's your opinion. What can we say? But we can judge you. By all means. I've never slapped you guys before. Gotta go, happy 5 years. Daniel, have a good one. Thank you so much for hanging around. Blasphemous is a B, not an A. I put Blasphemous in B. What do you mean? Shadow of the Tomb Raider? I haven't finished that one, so that's why that one's not on here. All right, and time for... How did Vampire sneak in there? If you guys have not been around since Vampire, like, on a serious note, like, that one just was a very emotional... Is a... kind of like a turning point, I guess you could say. So I never said that these were exclusively based on the games. I prefaced to you guys that these are based on things that were going on in my real life around it, where I was at when I was streaming, what I was thinking, what I was feeling, younger me's feelings. Like, there's so much more that goes into it than just the game itself. So I can't judge these games without pulling all the factors into it. Yeah. Because of my bad choices. I think a lot of people dislike Vampire. It's just, there's so much more that I wish I could speak to have you guys understand, but Vampire holds a special place in my heart. Oh, also, that was when I had Fable. Yeah, I had just gotten Fable. I'd love to do Bloodlines. I would like to do Bloodlines, yeah. RE3, I still really liked it though. But it was like, it wasn't as good as RE2. So when I was saying like meh. Okay, Uncharted, you guys. Uncharted. I don't even remember the first one, but I think it was really good. I don't remember half of these games. I don't remember half of these games. No, don't play Vampire. Don't play Vampire if you're judging it based off of my like love of it. A lot of what made me love it was because I was streaming it at the time, and what it kind of represented to me, in the moment. I don't remember. I think really high. Which ones did I love? I loved 4. I loved the ending of 4. I really liked Lost Legacy. Loved Lost Legacy. I think I really liked 3. I think the first one and the second one were like high A's. And I think I liked 3 as an S tier. No, if I can't even remember, then it's gotta go A. If I can't remember the game, then it's gotta go at least an A. Can't spell vampire with an S? Vampires? Wait, what? And the last game doesn't count because we have 2 of those. So just because I need to, no, just throw it into D. I think we can throw these into C. If I'm having to like move some around, I think the COD campaigns can go to C. It's Vampire. But yeah, I think that would be it. Yes, I have played What Remains of Edith Finch on YouTube. On YouTube, I played it. Hungry Polly and Q, guys, thank you for the follows. Isaiah as well. Outlast 2, probably like a C. Probably like a CB. CBs. Maybe we can move this one down to C. If I'm trying to be harsher and like pull things down. What else in this could maybe be a B? I guess like Lost, no, I really liked Lost Words. No, I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. No, I really liked Blair Witch. I really liked Blair Witch. Yennefer Triss, the real tier list question. I'm a Yennefer person. I'm a Yennefer. Team Yen. Mafia, thank you for the follow as well. Uncharted 2 has to be S tier. I don't remember Uncharted 2, and if I could remember it, maybe it would be S tier, but I can't knowingly put something in S tier when I have no memory or recollection of it. And that's on me. That's my goldfish brain. I know. Uncharted 2 is S tier. I don't remember a single thing about that. Is that where he starts off on the train? Wow, okay. The amount of bombastic side eye that I'm getting for this list. This personalized list. I think C is fine for it. C is fine for Unleashed 2. And if Unleashed was if Unleashed 1 was here, it would be S. I really liked Unleashed. I really liked it. Putting Uncharted at S and not Evil Within. I'm going to bed. Thanks for an awesome stream, Boss Sauce. Have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging around. All right, with that, guys, I ended up taking way too long in the tier list, but I think this was a lot of fun. I will save this. Where's Last of Us? Last of Us is S tier. Did you not like Sona that much? I thought the story was amazing. Much preferred it to Amnesia Rebirth. When I played it, at the time I played it, it just didn't get through to me. Like, I really can't stress enough that a lot of these choices are heavily impacted by what's going on in my life at the time, or how I was looking at games at the time. If you've been here for the whole duration of 5 years, I think a lot of you guys, even for the last 4 years, I think you guys could definitely see maybe like the growth that I think, I don't know, I don't even think it's been really intentional, and it didn't just happen when I decided to go full-time with content creation. It wasn't like I just like flipped a switch and all of a sudden—
You're more of a crackpot than a crack shot.
Fuck you. Anon? I don't think I like consciously decided like one day that I was gonna pay more attention to games. I just think that the more I did this and I saw how much like games impacted other people too, I was able, like the moment I was able to emotionally open myself up and not only just be myself on stream, but show you guys maybe some more vulnerable sides of me and give you guys more of my opinions, I think it unlocked like a greater admiration for games and for playing games on stream. I allowed myself to not feel like I had to rush games to make it entertaining. Like now I feel like I spent hours— I spend hours and hours on like side quests unashamed because I just want to be able to experience it how I want to experience it. Hazelot, welcome back in. Last of Us 2 it's not a Twitch game. It's not a Twitch game. Okay. Yes, I played Limbo. It drove me insane because I did it for 12 games at Christmas. Also, any of the games that are done during 12 games at Christmas kind of are done, I don't want to say done dirty, but there's a little bit of a time rush to them. So they don't get the same maybe attention to detail that some other games get. Yeah. We all have different tastes and enjoy games more than others. Like how you talked about how the game was for you. Yeah, and that's why I wanted to like explain like why I liked certain ones of these, because I'd hope we'd have different tastes, because if we have all the same taste, I don't know if we get along. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's good. I love having these discussions. I like seeing where you guys would put, what is playing right now? What is happening? I like seeing where you guys would put games as well. The stream's ending? Has it already been 12 hours?